plane, you can specify your own methodology of design. You don't have to strictly speak about wing loading. You can even start about the next stage of design. If wing loading is there, it's okay, no problem.
Sir, yes, sir, because
Mm.
we require
Because
huge amount of area, no, sir, for placing solar, sir.
yeah. Okay, okay, yeah. Continue, please.
Yes. Sir, if there is noise, you tell, sir, I'll switch off.
Yeah, there's a slight noise. There is noise. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, noise is less. No? In fact, no voice. Smish, you called me just now?
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay,
It was
okay,
probably by mistake.
okay. Shit.
Sir, can you see my screen, sir?
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Yes, sir.
go to full screen mode. The otherwise, the letters are very small. Yeah,
Sir, no, sir.
yeah, better, much better.
Okay. Let's start, sir.
Hmm.
So, good morning, everyone. Uh, Today we'll be presenting on the topic wing loading, and we are from Group 14. Group members include Vamsi, me, Ramnathan, Surya Prakash, and Sahil. Our aircraft appointed to us is Solar Spy plane. So, uh, and this was the mission requirements given during the initial stage in the box, and short takeoff and landing near India, Pakistan, and India Tibet border was is also given. And from previous report, we got the loitering speed to be 45 meter per second. I mean, for that loiter speed, we have calculated weight. We have done the weight estimation. So this is just about wing loading, and it says how much your wing is taking the load. And apart from wing loading, T by W is also an important parameter, and both of these rule the takeoff distance and stall velocity, etc. So now we'll be in this presentation, I'll be showing how we did the wing loading part for our aircraft. So first is as same as what CB has done. It is for takeoff, but the main difference is we are using propeller type engine. So for us, it will be in terms of HP by W. Actually, in practice, they say power loading, which is W by HP, but we take HP by W for which is almost related to T by W. So from Raymer book, we have got this for twin motor aircraft. HP by W comes out to be 0.17. This is just an estimate to start the process. And so for the related T by W that we got as a test value is 0.3545. And coming to takeoff distance, this T by W naught is helpful in getting various takeoff distances for various land wing loading cases. So,
Are you using the same equation for your case also?
sir, takeoff and yes, sir, yes, sir,
Landing.
yes,
Okay,
sir,
okay.
sir, yes, sir. Yes. So, as it is as it comes out to be short takeoff and landing, there are situations in India where we have given two types of borders. So elevations in two types of borders are different. So we have taken the highest altitude, which comes out to be 6.7 kilometers elevation. So for that elevation, we have calculated takeoff length and landing length and other parameters related to 6.7 kilometers. Now, coming to as initially, I took 1,500 from the literature survey, but as sir has given now as 1,000 feet, I mean, I've done for 1,000 feet, and Y as you can see, X represents for T by W, which is nothing but HP by W in our case, and Y corresponds to wing loading. Now I have
See,
converted.
HP by W is different from T by W.
Yes, sir. I have converted T by W to HP by W with
How?
the help of that velocity and eta p on just a minute. So as you can see the relation over here, 550 eta p is 0.85 for our propeller, and V comes out to be the V max that I have taken for takeoff, which is 224.2 feet per second. So
So
for
that
this
is V. What is the Mach number there?
uh, sir, actually I'll calculate, sir, because for our type of aircrafts, they didn't mention about Mach number, sir. It is more
You see,
related to V. So,
but anyway, you check what is that Mach number there.
yes, sir. I think it will be somewhat high, sir, because our temperature is decreasing with altitude.
Tell me.
So,
That's okay. Tell me what it is.
I'll calculate one, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just use 6.5 laps rate. Okay, use the calculator. Assume your sea level it is 15 degrees centigrade.
Yes, sir. Minus
Then minus
6.5
6
into.
points, minus 6.5 into 6.7.
Yes, sir.
15 instead of 15, you can put 278, 29, what is it? 288 Kelvin.
288. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
6.5 into 6.7. Uh, 130. Sir, it comes out to be 0.22, sir.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So our main problem is with this elevation, and we have taken 6.7 kilometer, and density and sigma will be calculated. I'll be showing it here. Yes, sir. So sigma at that altitude comes out to be 0.442. For
What
that,
is 224.2 you put in the examination?
sir, that is the sea level density in English units, sir. Slug per feet cube.
Okay.
Uh,
Because
so
TYW and HP
okay.
by W,
Yes, sir.
TYW is HP by W by velocity, no?
Yes, sir.
By velocity. Where is that velocity factoring in there? In the next page. Or previous thing what you showed.
Yes, sir. Sir,
No,
I
not
have
this one.
incorporated. Yes, sir.
Now show
Here,
me the
sir.
relationship between HPWW and here, HPW taking as 0.17.
Yes, sir.
Then what about that HPW by V?
Sir, that also we have taken, sir.
How much is it?
Yes, sir. I forgot to put here, I think, sir.
But that should be a TYW, no? Ideally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is after that is what I found out here, sir. T by W naught 0.3545.
Yes, how is it greater than HPW on the left hand side? On left hand side, you have HPW 0.17. Right
Yes,
hand
sir.
side TYW is 0.35, which means that your velocity is half meter, 1.5, just 0.5.
Sir, actually, for
Uh,
if you are using this feet per second, then our unit, I mean, for the conversion unit, it comes out to be 375 over here, sir, not
but
550.
HPW
Uh,
is just a ratio, no?
Sir, because now I have to convert this
So that's
to.
yeah. Now if this 0.77, if you
Yes, sir.
divide by velocity, it will be much less, no? The ratio. Much less than 0.17. So just figure out and figure the problem. Right now you go ahead with it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right side you put some other equation. 0.17 will be A into V max power C or something like that.
Sir,
You have to
yes, sir.
explain where you are getting it from that. Getting it from.
Yes, sir. So, but then you have problem you're telling, sir.
No, my problem is reconciling the fact that cos power is thrust into velocity. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, but we have this 550, no, sir. 550 is very large number, no, sir, compared to.
that is units issue. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. So I have used everything in English units only, sir, for so that
What
we
is
can compare
so
with.
you have to explain why 550 is coming later. Okay. I
Sir, yes,
let
sir.
your friends ask that question. You continue with your presentation.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I've just now calculated again, sir. It comes out to be 0.3545.
Okay. Yeah, go. But I want to know how we calculated. You be
Okay,
clear
sir.
in your report.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Yeah. So near Pakistan borders, the elevation is much less, and near Tibet borders, the elevation is more. And okay, I have explained this. Yes, sir. So for this test T by W, we have calculated STO with respect to wing loading for various CL max conditions. So I'll be showing it here. Now, as we can see from the empirical formula, by increasing CL max, our takeoff length is reducing. But then, if we, but then we have to have high airfoil. I mean, high lift producing airfoils. That is the other issue. And now,
Not necessary. Okay. You can
okay,
use
sir.
flaps later.
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just use it for whatever CL max you want. You can plot it. Okay. Good.
Yes, sir. Next page, sir. So
Yeah.
from this graph we can verify that for takeoff length to be 1,000 feet, our minimum wing loading comes out to be 10.5 pounds per feet square. So I've used this to incorporate in the final graph so that we'll get wing loading range. So
Okay.
now every graph is for altitude 6.7 kilometers. So that if you want to fly near Pakistan also problem won't be there. So uh, so this particular graph is for takeoff length of 1,500 feet, which I thought be better for short takeoff and landing with comparison to uh, reference aircrafts. So this is this graph is for wing loading versus HP by W for takeoff length 1,000 feet.
Why are you plotting inverse PW instead of T by W?
Sir, I've told you, no, sir, for piston type of engines, plot is between W by S and HP by W. Power loading, inverse of power loading.
Always. Then what about the piston prop aircrafts? They will also use the same thing you're telling.
Sir, but for every time, I mean,
Then the equation will be different, no? The equation you plot will be different, not the one shown in that book.
sir, yes, sir, but in my equation I have converted to HP by W using velocity, no, sir. So I have taken V takeoff and I have converted. Sir.
Okay, continue.
Yes.
So
So
you
next is
multiply the equation by V on both sides.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, continue.
So next is wing loading effect on landing. Again, the worst case scenario is taken to be 6.7 kilometers, and for that altitude, we will be calculating landing distances. So as the empirical formula says, now let's go to. So from the graph, we can verify that if we reduce wing loading, then obviously our landing distance is reducing. But with respect to CL max, I have plotted and shown here. So for so if I assume that 1000 feet is minimum required to land, then for flying at CL max 2, I need minimum wing loading of 4.5. Or else, if it is less, I can't fly at CL max equal to 2. So that way, yes, sir.
Next.
Yes. So for various landing distances, I have plotted HP by W versus W by S.
What are the
And
gray lines?
so gray line says that for this particular graph is for CL max 1.8, sir. But for CL max 2, we need minimum of 8.1. So that gray line shows that anything greater than 8.1 is feasible for landing.
You are showing the right hand side of landing. Huh?
So,
It shows a feasible region or infeasible region.
so
Your horizontal bars. 7 lines
yes,
are there.
sir.
What are
Yes,
they?
sir. Yes,
What
sir.
are
Yes,
they?
sir.
Hmm.
Sir,
What are they?
It says that if your wing loading is more than 8.1, then you can even take off or land with higher distances, sir. If your airport is providing airstrip is providing higher distance, then you can use them also, so that you can increase your wing loading.
No. You cannot change your wing loading once you fix it.
Yes, sir.
It's a bit confusing. Those bars. What they mean?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, from this graph we can say that for CL max 0.2 to fly, you need minimum of 8.2 pounds per square feet, no, sir. For
0.2
landing
or
distance.
1.2. CL max 0.2 is very less, no?
Sir, 2, sir. CL max 2.
Okay.
So for CL max 2, for having 1,500 feet as landing length, you need minimum wing loading to be 8.2, sir. So if your wing loading is higher, sir, I designed such a way that because if you are in high wing loading, then you can't reduce it back, no, sir. So
Yes.
I assumed as low as possible, and so that you can increase at any point of time later. In the
No. You
sense,
see, you are only calculating MTOW wing loading now.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood. Sir, I'll clearly mention in report, sir, what
Okay.
I
What
wanted.
those lines are.
Yes, sir.
I don't understand. Still, I don't understand what those lines are. Okay. Continue.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So next is wing loading effect on cruise. For cruise condition, I have taken worst cases. So one second, sir. So I've taken worst cases for cruise condition. The worst case imply that I am means I have used two different values of K and CD naught. One corresponds to higher CL and one corresponds to minimum CL. So that now I'll get a cruise range of CL, and that is being shown in the figure. So for CD naught to be 0.025 and K to be the most least, which corresponds to aspect ratio of 25, and E to be 0.85. I got maximum cruise CL to be 1.67. And for the other case, which is lower aspect ratio and lower wing efficiency, I got CL to be 0.51. For these
What
two
do you mean by
cases,
wing efficiency?
sorry, sir. So, E is Oswald's efficiency factor,
Efficiency.
sir. So it says,
Okay.
yes, sir. So for these three different CL, sorry, for the blue line corresponds to missing one diagram. Sir, actually, I'm missing one diagram, sir. Now, I'll explain using this diagram itself, sir. So the highest CL corresponds to
CL max or CL?
CL cruise, sir. CL cruise.
CL cruise. Okay.
So that maximum value which came out to be 1.67 corresponds to this blue curve, and the 0.51 CL corresponds to this green curve. And I've taken an optimum condition where our CD is 0.012 and aspect ratio is 25 and E is 0.85. So for that CL, we have got this red color graph. So for
Yeah, I am understanding what you are telling,
yes,
but I don't know whether the class is following what you are telling me. Okay.
sir, I didn't save, I guess, sir. So
No. Your class may not understand. Let people ask questions if they don't understand. Okay. Continue.
okay, sir.
Hmm.
So what I would try to tell is the area under this green and blue curve is feasible for our flying. That is, you can take up any k under 0.225 and above 0.013 to get any CL in this region. And for that, you have to go with corresponding cruise speed.
Now, how do you put all these in the same graph?
Sir, we have got this region, no, sir?
Yeah,
Green to
but
blue
you
region.
are doing it only for CL. Have you considered the climb and everything, and
Sir, this is only for
uh,
cruise, sir. Only for cruise.
only for, yeah. So where are you putting in everything? Continue.
Sir, yes.
Where are you sharing that? I am choosing this wing loading, and this wing loading will actually,
Sir, yes, sir, yes,
cater
sir.
to all my needs.
Yes, sir. That in next graph, you can see for particular V cruise, I have plotted HPBW as W by S. So for various V cruise, that is, say suppose for loitering, we got V cruise to be 140, 147, around 150 feet per second.
For
But
the worst case, the right of 120 feet. That is the worst case scenario.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good enough to say only the right of that is feasible.
Yes, sir. Right of that is feasible. Yes, sir.
If it is too
And I
high,
have
then how you
taken,
bring it down?
sir. How do you bring it down, sir?
You have to bring down the wing loading because V cruise is 120 feet per second. You are getting what is it? 14.
Yes, sir. 14 pound per feet square.
Is it small or large or acceptable?
Sir, now I have taken two conditions. So one is cruise till where you want to loiter, sir. So that particular region is what I mentioned as V cruise. Next is
Hmm.
loitering, sir. That is
Hmm.
that I'll show in the next slide. So
Hmm.
for going till there, we'll use minimum drag condition so that we'll get these different V cruises.
No, the
So
point now is wing loading.
yes, sir. Wing loading.
So wing loading should satisfy all these conditions.
Yes, sir. I have shown that
Are
also,
you are
sir.
you are you telling that or telling something else?
Sir, yes, sir. Telling that only, sir. Like
Yeah, tell me.
if you want to fly at V cruise, which is more than 100 feet per second, then
Hmm.
right side of your region is feasible.
Okay. Yeah. Continue.
So your minimum W by S cruise comes out to be 10 at that point.
Okay. Continue.
Yes. So I have done first I varied V cruise. Now I have varied CL cruise. So for that condition, I have taken V cruise to be 80 feet per second, which comes out means I have referred this with solar impulse. But
Why
although
are you
like
always using the wrong spelling for loiter? You and other
sir,
groups also. Loiter spelling.
sir,
They,
I thought LOITER only. Sir. Oh.
okay.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
saw this in other groups also. That's why.
yes,
Consistently.
yes. Sir, meter, loiter, everything like that only.
It's not the same thing. Okay.
Yes, sir. Meter also I was having confusion, sir. Like one is instrument, other is unit. So that
Yeah.
confusion, sir.
Ant is cerebral. So cant is kurumbu. I don't know. Okay.
So for V cruise, I took with the help of reference aircraft, I have taken 80 feet per second. I have shown the wing loading for various CL conditions. So as you can see, the CL 0.51 is what I mentioned before, which is the least possible CL, and CL corresponds to 1.67 is for is the maximum CL that you can obtain with the help of the wing. So for cruise condition, so whatever is in between this region is the feasible region. That means for 80 feet per second, your wing loading must be between 3 to 10 pound per feet square. So it depends on V cruise. Now, if suppose I am taking V loiter condition, which is 147, so my W cruise, one second, sir. Yes. So for loitering condition, so my W by S loiter will try to move rightward because my V is increasing. That you can experience from this curve. As my V is increasing, my WS for one particular CL will increase.
Okay. Have you done the calculation or something is yet to be done?
Sir, safely. No, sir. Pakka calculation, I did, sir.
No. Finally, what's your wing loading?
Ah,
Can
yes,
you show
sir.
me
That
that?
I'll tell, sir. I'll tell.
Can come soon. Come faster to that point.
Or, sir. That's our last C.
Hmm.
So this is the graph for loitering condition. Now coming to concluding wing loading. So my for various takeoff length, I mean not various, 1000 feet and 1500 feet, I have plotted W by S, and then loitering at 250 and 150, I've plotted that also. And whatever line, vertical lines to the right is feasible, and left of the final line is feasible, and above the least line of HP by W is feasible. That's also. So my HP by W minimum comes out to be 0.1, and for this particular feasible region, I have got a optimum wing loading around 14 pound per feet square.
Is it comparable to your reference aircraft?
Sir,
Can you check that?
in reference aircrafts, actually, I have used this wing loading and I have calculated my
Hmm.
area, sir, wing area. It comes out to
Don't
be
say,
some.
don't. No.
Yes, sir. Very less value. 5 meter square. I'm getting, sir.
Because your wing loading is now very high. What you have chosen.
Sir,
You
yes,
check
sir.
the wing loading for a reference aircraft. They'll be very low for such aircrafts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Okay,
don't
so you
know.
check out. No. Now you can go back and fiddle with your cruise velocity or this velocity, change here, change something there.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Actually,
and you should do that
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and come out an acceptable wing loading.
Yes, sir.
Because where do you get the power if your wing area is very less? Yours is solar.
Yes, sir. That's what, sir. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Sir, and actually, the V loiter that we got 148 feet per second is itself very large value, sir, actually, because the cruise
Hmm.
condition itself
That's
for
exactly.
solar impulse was
Yeah.
80 feet per second.
Yeah.
So,
So you reduce that, reduce all that and see. I never gave that as a constraint. That is a constraint which you assumed yourself. Okay.
sir, not assume, sir.
Hmm.
Like for calculating weight estimation, we use this V loiter, sir. We have to. Should we go back there also, sir, or we can?
No need.
Okay, sir.
Don't go back right now.
Okay,
Just
sir.
correct here and do. Hmm?
Okay,
Make
sir.
sure
Okay, sir.
your wing area is something which you can manage with, live with later.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, also our load is very small, sir. That is
Hmm.
also a problem. If we have a higher load, then obviously our area will increase, sir. But then we have to
What load means? Which load? What are you talking about? Load.
weight.
Weight. Okay.
It comes out to be some 200 kilos, sir. So
That's okay. So that means that is good.
I have to change my
That is good. Then for the
wheel
less
height.
for that you don't need a large wing area if your weight is less.
Sir, but I'm not sure
But
about
then wing
3 to 5
loading,
meters.
we see wing loading is what matters. check the wing loading of your aircraft with comparison aircraft. Weight
Okay,
may
sir.
be different, area may be different. It doesn't matter.
Okay, sir.
Okay, because if you have less weight, you need less power. You may have less wing area. But look
Yes,
at the
sir.
wing
Yes.
loading. Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, 14 is itself very large value, sir.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you find out what is acceptable, and probably it's 2 or 3. I don't know. You check out. Hmm? Okay.
Okay, sir. So these are
Okay.
the references I have used. Hale book, then Cork, Raymer
Hmm.
also for for just getting the test value of T by W, and I've used this paper for getting V cruise for that condition. But
Did
we
you have
used
you
R
read
cut.
about somebody North? Have you tried North's work?
Yes, sir. North, I forgot. Actually, this work
Hmm.
and North work are nearly same, sir. So I just put
Mhm.
his paper.
Not
From
maybe helping. Earlier, for weight estimation, your teammate told that was using North's work.
North, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm. That's a good one. Try to follow that.
Yes, sir. Sure,
Use
sir.
for this one. Hmm?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So who's that? Surya Prakash gave us. Talk to Surya Prakash.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talking,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions from the class? Okay. If there are no questions, I think within 7 minutes we cannot finish another presentation. So far, all three are doing, some kind of very, different types of approaches. Okay. So hopefully from next lecture onward, we can move faster. So go through the known things. Okay. Just concentrate on what is different for your aircraft from now on. Abhishek. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You don't have to go through so much detail like these three people. First
Okay,
three,
sir.
yes, because people need to understand. If you first three is enough. After that, you can keep your presentation to 10 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Just tell what is different from others. Others just give those, graphs and go on. Tuck, 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 tuck. You can go ahead.
Okay. Then that means even requirements also not required.
No, no,
in that.
requirements you have to. All presentations should have specifications requirements in the first page.
Okay, sir.
Your own, then what is given by FAR and what you assumed extra from references.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's meet on Monday and see, what to do. You're going a bit slow. I realize that.
Sir, I had a question. Sir,
Yeah.
usually wing loading doesn't affect the loiter phase or the endurance. So, like, through which parameter does it affect the solar planes?
Velocity. Velocity. It affects through the velocity.
Oh, okay, sir.
So velocity for loiter, velocity for cruise. Not really the range or loiter. You're right. It's not the range, actual range or loiter, but only the velocity at which it's flying. That will affect the wing loading.
Sir,
Wing loading
and
choice.
I have not used range because our W by S will be always constant.
No
If we
problem. Range is
if
not a
it's
criterion for you. Yeah.
yes, sir, yes.
You don't have
But
to
then
use it.
wing
No,
loading
not.
doesn't appear explicitly in the endurance equation, no, sir.
Yeah, yeah. It won't appear. Only there is no velocity there, no? Is
Yes.
there a velocity in the endurance equation?
Yeah, for propeller planes, it's there, I think. For
Yeah, so it's easy. This one is a propeller plane.
it, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
No, anyway, so what you do even for turbojets, for endurance, you calculate the velocity for maximum endurance. Hmm? It
Okay.
doesn't come in then to fly at that velocity, what is the wing load?
Okay. Okay, sir.
That's how you should do it. Yeah, you're right. In that equation, it's not there directly.
Yes.
But it is for maximum endurance, you have to fly at some CL and CD, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for that CL, you need to fly at some velocity.
Yes, sir.
That is how it is connected to velocity.
Okay.
See, you're flying at L by D max or some fraction of L by D max.
Yes, sir.
Now L by D, what is L by D is connected to what CL you're flying, because to drag polar you'll get CD if you know CL.
Yes, sir.
So CL by CD is L by D. Now CL is affected by velocity at which you fly.
Okay.
I mean, assuming
We can use
equilibrium,
that equation.
assuming L is equal to W.
Okay, okay.
That is the
Yes,
most important thing. Huh? Assuming
yes,
lift is equal to weight.
yes. So we use
Otherwise,
C.
otherwise you can fly at any CL, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
So we
But
just use CL is equal to 2W by S by rho into velocity, and then
rho S CL, yeah,
yeah, and then yeah, wing loading affects.
correct.
Okay, sir.
No, not even that. You just find out what is the. Usually, you can assume that in design, no, we are not. So many things can go wrong, so you don't go so deep. Okay, so you assume that to fly at the, you have some maximum endurance velocity and maximum range velocity, for piston props and
Yes,
turbojets.
yes,
They have a certain ratio between them.
yes, sir.
1 by root 3 or root 3 times something, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you multiply that factor if you know the cruise velocity. That should be good enough.
Okay. So
That
that
should
will
be
give
very
the maximum endurance velocity.
Yeah, that's all. So easier to use, easier to attack the problem. And for that velocity, again, use, the same, like it's connected by velocity, so use the equation. I mean, W by S is equal to that rho into CL, something like that. Okay, rho S CL.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Sir, I had one doubt, sir.
Mm-hmm.
In takeoff condition, if you see W by S versus T by W, when the
See, if you're
W,
asking me, you won't get marked. If you ask relevant question to Ramanathan, you'll get this one. If you have doubts, you won't get marks for this. Okay? Sanjay, you also. No marks for this one.
Oh, yeah, sure, sir. I just asked a doubt.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yes, Kishore, tell me.
sir, in takeoff condition, when we see that when we plotting W by S versus T by W, when W by S was increasing, T by W also seems to be like increasing, sir. But after takeoff in climb phase, if you see, when W by S was increasing, T by W was decreasing. It was like a
Correct.
hyperbolic relation. So
Correct.
how
Correct.
does it?
Correct.
Why it is like changing, sir? Because anyways,
Because the
along that.
governing equations are different. See, for takeoff, you used another one governing equation, correct?
Yes.
Then after that, the governing equations are different. They are, the equation themselves will speak. Why are you choosing a different equation? It boils down to that.
Oh, okay.
See, for example, even if you increase velocity, see if you plot it further, no, that same
Yes, sir.
what is it? Second one is climb, no?
Yeah,
Hmm?
yes. Sir.
If you plot it further down, it will start increasing.
Oh,
It's a parabolic one.
okay. Sir.
Okay, so you find the point of minimum drag.
Yeah. Yes.
So it is a very small portion of the graph you are seeing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sir.
It's not coming down and going to zero. It will increase later.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Why is it happening? Because how does the drag behave with velocity? At
Yes, sir.
very low velocity, you have high drag. Very high velocity also, you have high drag.
Yeah,
In
yes.
between, you have a minimum.
Minimum, yes, sir.
It
To
is,
stall.
yeah. So it is reflecting that factor, but it is, exactly reflecting that factor. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yes,
You're
sir.
plotting something else which depends on drag. That is why that tendency is there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yes, we can actually stop the recording or something.